Okay, I wrote a poem today, and it is titled The Tiniest Child in the World. I think. Yeah. Rome Roger October Appleton Black had a name longer than the Trans-American Railroad track. He spent 4.5 centuries in a casket-sized house, where he educated his only son, who was dumb as a grouse. His son's name was no bigger than him, Beau. No matter how much they fed him, he just would not grow. Beau ate 24 large cheese pizzas every single day. He ate so much that there was nothing he could say. Beau developed a refrigerator-sized lump of food in his throat. When he tried to speak, he sounded like a goat. He bleated all day and bleated all night. Beau's future was not very bright. Rome traveled 1,000,000 miles for someone to help little Beau, and found someone who would give it a go. The doctor of sorts prescribed Beau horse pills, and injected him with poisoned porcupine quills. Still, Beau was the size of half a pea, with a brain that of a flea. Beau's voice was an owl screech. Beau was not capable of coherent speech. All the wishes in the world could not help Rome's son. Rome wished on every star, but Beau was still the size of a crumb. Nobody listened to his pleas. All the world heard was Beau's wheeze. Rome circumnavigated the earth 72 times, survived on a diet of bacon and limes. Rome and Beau were completely alone. There were only 2 people left where sun shone. Beau had wheezed and bleated so loudly that everyone left. His noise deafened the deaf. The microscopic child wasn't loved at all. He came to realize this and began to bawl. Tears streamed down his face and pooled where he stood. The puddle became a lake, and Beau would have stopped if he could. The oceans rose, leaving 2 pieces of land on either side of the earth. He yelled out with all he was worth. He cried and sobbed and wailed and choked. He howled until out the lump he croaked. Once again Beau could speak and Beau could eat. He began to feed in the cold and in the heat. Beau ate all day and all night long, until all the food in the world was gone. Beau grew tall and Beau grew fat. Beau was no longer able to move from where he sat. Beau had grown to the size of the world. Rome was so proud that he danced and he twirled. All the people returned, glad the wheezing had commenced. But when they heard the jet engine roar from Beau's voice, they winced. Beau's voice echoed from Antarctica to the Grand Canyon. Beau had no friends. Rome was his only companion. People moved planets and galaxies away. Nobody was left with which Beau could play. Beau began to miss being the size of a nickel. Being so large put him in a great pickle. He should have been happy the size that he was, even if it were the size of a piece of fuzz. Beau was so sad that he began to shrivel. He began to shrink and began to wither, until finally Beau was no taller than 2 grains of rice, end to end. Beau was teary, but Rome, his dad, reminded him that he was his friend. Rome loved Beau, though he was little. All children are loved, small, large, or in the middle. Beau was happy once again. You are loved too, and always have been.